Nothing like suspense. Leave you guys hanging. Sorry, I was trying to do something different. It didn't work out. So it's all right. Hey, you know what? Sometimes you have some technical difficulties when you're working with technology. I was trying to run 4 streams at once on one graphics card, and it didn't like it for some reason, even though it supposedly can do 4 at a time. But, you know, I'll dig into that later. It's one of those deals you really can't test it. You just kind of got to go live with it and see what happens. So that didn't work out so well. But anyway, we're back. So thanks for watching. The meteorologist Aaron Tuttle. You've come to the right place. We're going to talk about the winter storm coming in for tomorrow and what you can expect. We'll see who's going to get the snow, when's it going to start, all that jazz. So you're in the, like I said, the right place. So thanks for watching, telling your friends and family about me, all that stuff. You can watch me on Facebook, of course. Most of you are on there now. I also have a private Facebook weather group page you can get access to. It's through Facebook fan subscriptions or joining Patreon. You can also watch me on YouTube. I have a YouTube channel and also have Twitter, which ties into Periscope. So some of you are watching me from out there. So I appreciate all that. Trying to reach as many platforms as I can. All right, now if you watched me last night, I told you what was happening and why. This will be a very short version of that because you've kind of already been there, done that. Also at lunchtime, I kind of gave you an update. And from what I said at lunch to what I said last night really hasn't changed. So my forecast doesn't have to change. So I'm just going to kind of, for those of you folks that are new or just want to kind of get an update, this will be for you. But the content, for the most part, is the same. And we're going to get to that here in about 2 minutes, 2 seconds, as Chuck Woolery would said. Honestly, we're going to get there to it, like right now. I just thought I'd throw it in there because that came into my head for some reason. It's goofy tonight. All right, so first thing I'm going to show you, we got the upper level storm system out here across northwest Texas, and it's going to skirt along the Red River to the east. Unfortunately, it's not the good closed bowling ball hanging in there like I'd hoped. It kind of starts out that way out here across New Mexico. As I go forward in time, it kind of opens up into a wave. It's got some good resembles, of that in the early stages, but then later stages kind of loses its punch. So that's another reason why, we're not going to get much snow once you get east of I-35 or south of I-40 out across the northwestern quadrant of the state. So roughly that affects this region here with the best lift and the best snow with this particular storm system. This will continue all the way up into Kansas, then back out here in, of course, Texas Panhandle. That's your favorite area for snowfall with this particular event because of the nature of this upper level low. So that's how that plays out. Now, let's just go ahead and jump into it. So when we look at the snowfall totals, the latest from the model data, you can see how we've got, and I'm going to show you the general consensus here, and then we'll tell you what the take home is. But focus your attention. This is roughly I-35, and this is I-40, and this is 44. All right, and then 44, of course, goes up to Tulsa. So you can focus your attention this left quadrant of the state, because that's where, like I said, most of the action is going to be, and it's several inches of snow, by the way. So we'll go with this model, the HRR, and it's got pockets up here, something ridiculous, 12 inches of snow. Can it happen? Yeah, in this situation it can. Now some of that will melt because the ground temperatures are pretty warm. Here's another model. Still got the bulk of it out in northwest Oklahoma. Here's another one. Here's another one. Again, northwest Oklahoma, the Panhandle, southwest Kansas. Again, here's another one. Same idea. So you're starting to get the take home here. Here again, even the Texas Panhandle. Not much has changed, and then finally the last model here. So that's several models all saying the same thing. They just vary on the amounts of snow, and as I've told you before, models will never be able to predict the exact snowfall amounts. The best thing they can give us is a best guess estimate. Now, what you can see though is Oklahoma City in all of these models. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're right on the edge. Stupid weather. It irritates me. So this is like for example, a close-up view of the European model. And I would kind of give you an idea when we say how close. So the snow comes in from the east during the afternoon hours, and the evening hours starts to transition over. Here is Oklahoma County. All right. And this is Canadian County. And Canadian County, you guys are going to have some snow. All right. Oklahoma County, I mean, look at this line. This is 35. It runs like this. And like I said at lunch, if you live east of 35, just be lucky if you get anything. If you're west of 35, you go from anywhere from a dusting to maybe as much as an inch if you get further out western parts of the county. Same thing up north. There's Edmond, almost an inch of snow, and then up north from there. Now the model has, this is the morning run of this model. The newer run that came in around lunchtime, let's see, let's bump this up. It has still a similar outcome. Most of it across northwestern Oklahoma again. It's got a little sweet spot here, west central Oklahoma. And as far as Oklahoma City, same kind of idea. So it hasn't really changed. With Canadian County getting, looks like 1 to 2, maybe the far northwestern corner of the county, about 3 inches of snow. And about 2 inches of snow, maybe up around Guthrie, a little northwest of there, which is cutting the amounts earlier in about half. So it's starting to settle down on the snowfall estimates. This is probably a pretty good, accurate representation of snowfall for tomorrow. Other than we'll get some pockets, some heavy stuff, which won't be able to be predicted by the model, but most likely out there across the northwest toward Woodward. So Woodward, you guys can see, 10 inches of snow real easy with this situation. Now keep in mind, these are the soil temperatures out there. And that's lots of 50s and 40s, which means road should be fine. Only reason why a road wouldn't be fine is if you're just snowing to beat the band and it overtakes the warmth underneath the ground. But anything like around in this area, let's pick a different color. Snow that falls, say, in this region, no problems with the road conditions, even bridges, because temperatures will still, believe it or not, be just about a degree or 2 above freezing in many areas. The grassy surface will be able to collect some of the snow. Some of it, of course, will melt. If we look at a blend of some of the ensemble data here for Oklahoma City, it's got basically a dusting. This is for the Will Rogers area. This is like 0.2 of an inch of snow. Again, that's basically a dusting. So that's not a whole lot. If you go up to Kingfisher, though, quickly the model jumps around a 2-inch average, with some members up to around 4 and 5 inches. But it's kind of a wide spread, anywhere from 1 inch to 5 inches of snow, but the average around 2. So that's what I'm saying. You don't have to go too far north and west of Oklahoma City to get some good stuff. Here's Guthrie. This particular model has about just under half an inch on average. So here in town, don't expect a whole lot unless things are dramatically different. Now here's how things ought to plan out. You've got the rainfall to be developing tonight, by the way, after around midnight or so. That will continue light and then kind of get into moderate, sometimes heavy, during the daytime hours. But you can see the snow continues to move into the northwestern corner of the state, creeping ever so slowly to the east. And look what happens. That blue line, it just gets eaten away, right? Just never quite makes it. It just kind of gets close to the I-35 corridor and falls apart. And that's just going to be the way it goes. Last time it was northeast Oklahoma, had the bulk of the good snow. This time it's northwest. Here in central, we can't buy a snowflake. Boy, it irritates me. There's plenty of snowflakes on the internet, but there's no snowflakes from Mother Nature. Ta-da-ta. That's just a really bad joke. But here's a look at let's go with the mean 24 hour. See if that's in yet. No, let's go 12 hour. This is no, that's not in yet either. Oh, figures. All right, now this might show actually some pretty good stuff. So this is kind of like the hourly mean of snow. It starts in the Panhandle and it moves off to the east into northwest Oklahoma. But look how it kind of shrinks as it gets closer and closer to central Oklahoma to I-35. And there's really not much left of it. Now there is a chance, you guys, in northeast Oklahoma up to Tulsa, Miami, Bartlesville, you might get just some flurries or a very, very light flake of a dusting or something overnight toward the early morning hours, but that's going to be about it for you. Don't expect much there either. Now what we can expect, though, is some significant rainfall with this particular storm system. Now keep in mind this will be mostly snow out here in the west, but on the central and eastern sides, some much needed rainfall will continue to fall. This is widespread, 1 to about 1.5 inches. Pockets may be closer to 2. So that's why I say you might get some heavy rainfall at times here in central and in eastern Oklahoma during the afternoon and evening before the whole system kind of starts to wind down. So expect a rainy, cloudy, cool day tomorrow. Like I said, temperatures are going to be above freezing, but let me show you how those will be in the afternoon. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. So let's take a snapshot here. This is about 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in that time frame. So you can see lots of 30s, but these are all 34, 35 in central Oklahoma, about 33 to 32 pockets out here to the west. And of course, that's some of that snow induced. But key is here with the warmer ground temperatures and the actual air temperatures very close to freezing. It's not going to be that big of a deal as far as anything that's going to last a long time. The only exception to that would be where you get, like I said, if you can get 6 to 10 inches of snow in this little area right here, that'll last you, a day and a half, maybe 2 days before it all melts. So, my hat's off to Northwest Oklahoma again. Woodward, that would be your second huge snowfall of this winter season. The one in November, I think it was, and then, or was it October? I think it was something, I can't remember. I think it was late October, early November, somewhere there. And then we've got this one here, so you guys get the gold prize. So if you're just joining me, it's just sad. I'm like just defeated. I'm like, what's it gonna take, man, to get some decent snow in Oklahoma City? So that's the take home. No heavy snow in Oklahoma City or in Tulsa. You might got some flurries or something out far northeast Oklahoma overnight, Tuesday night, into Wednesday morning. That's about it. And then a light dusting here on the western sides of Oklahoma City, up to about the western parts of the county, about an inch of snow. So there'll be some snow here in Oklahoma County, especially the north side, west side. And then Canadian County, 1 to 2 inches until you get out toward Kingfisher. Quickly ramps up 3, maybe 4. And then some pockets heavier than that as you continue to go west and north from there. So that northwestern quadrant from 35 and 40, I-40 and I-35, if you live along those two boundaries and points west, there's your snow for Tuesday. I did not look long-term for storm systems, but it's still an active pattern, and very long-term. Models keep hinting at a really, really strong Arctic air mass. But you know what? They've teased me with that for I don't know how many times, and they always lie to me. So I'm not going to talk about it. I'm just irritated with Mother Nature. So it's just not doing what I would like for it to do. But, I can't make it happen and just tell you what's going to happen. So there you go. All right, let me do a little round robin real quick. I'm going to turn you loose. I'm going to check you guys on Twitter. Yeah, ATM. I went to school at Texas A&M. It also kind of stands for Aaron Tuttle, Meteorologist. Just didn't work out, on purpose that way. It just kind of, that's the way it goes. All right, YouTube. Hey, guys, by the way, thanks for chiming in there. I love the emojis. All right, let me go back to Facebook page. Which one am I on? I'm on the private group page. Again, if you'd like to be a Facebook fan, subscriber, there's a link in the description of this video to tell you how to do that. Let's see. Some of your comments are funny. Jody and Brian with your buys and tries. Let's see. I know. A lot of disappointment. Hey, you guys are wanting some snow like me. I'm with you. I'm with you. All right, back on the main Facebook page. Again, I had 2 videos going earlier on. I killed the first one, so I deleted that because it didn't have anything on it than me waving. So if you're on it, you're on the one that's active. Let's see. A lot of pokes out there. OSU fans. You guys took us to town the other day. Let's see, scrolling through. Remember, I can only read your questions, the last probably 20 of you. Giselle. Thank you. Yes, Jody is a sweetie. Let's see. Go through. Aaron, do you predict any snow at all in what remains of winter? Terry. Yes. And yes. There's still more winter to come. And there's still some more snow to come. Now remember, I forecast snow for the state, not just Oklahoma City. So a lot of times when you guys see me post a blog and I tell you snow's in the forecast, you all get your panties in a wad and you say, you said that last time and you lie and you do this. And I'm like, dude, I forecast for the whole state. You got to actually read. You can't just live in your bubble and go, if it doesn't happen in my house, it didn't happen. That's not how it works. I cover a lot of people. I mean, I know the world revolves around you, but I'm just saying you might want to look outside your window at your neighbor because maybe he got some snow and you didn't. So So yeah, I actually snowed here in Oklahoma City the other night, but it was in the 2 o'clock in the morning. I was talking to some friends at work. They had enough to cover the ground, like a quarter of an inch of snow. He was up at 2 a.m. But of course, when we all woke up in the morning because the ground temperatures were warm, it melted. Tulsa though got a little bit more, so it hung around. But that's the way it goes, man. I mean, I forecast snow. It happens. You wake up late to the party and you miss it. That's not my problem. You should have got up at 2 o'clock in the morning. I told you it's when it was going to happen. But it's snow is funny. I mean, it brings out the lovers and the haters all in one group. So we just all have to get along and just taking whatever we can get. Just keep in mind though, on the real note of me not joking, it's frustrating. The models will never be able to accurately predict snow for your backyard. It's just not going to happen ever. So don't ever think it's going to, no matter how good I am at a forecaster. If my job is to try to A, get the event to happen, B, the timeline, C, the general area, and then D, a general amount. That's the best I can do when it comes to snow. And then tell you if the road's gonna be bad or not based off of what other indices we have. But if you're gonna try to say, Aaron, am I gonna get 4.375 inches of snow at my house? I'm just gonna go, yeah, let's go with that, because it just can't be done. I wish it could be, but it just can't be done, and it won't be done. Not in your lifetime, not mine. So, but anyway, it's a little inside scoop on snow. All right, listen, I'm out of here. I've given you all there was to say, and I said most of it in about 9-10 minutes, something like that. So you guys can watch the replay if you're late and check it out. But I got to go shower, so get ready for bed. Someone's got to work in the morning. You guys have been great. Hey, thanks for entertaining my sense of humor, which sometimes may fall flat and other times may hit a home run. Guys, have a good night. Sleep well.